What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is Marvin from Marvin Sports and Life. Hey, we got a new episode. This is episode 49. Hey, guys, we doing it good. I appreciate all the likes and all the shares. You guys got it going on. You guys showing love. Now, here we got a new guest. You know, we're bringing local legends in every week. Right here, I have my guest, Carl Wright from Beyond Sports Academy. Carl Wright from Beyond Sports Academy. Local legend. His brother a legend for jokes. He a legend being on the field. And we're going to start. This is a one-on-one. We're going to start from the beginning. Let you guys know who he is, where he come from, what he represent. I know I'm a Bruin, he a Cougar. We all got to start somewhere. We all got to show love. It's a bird thing, baby. So I'm going to ask you, Carl, who is Carl? Where's Carl from? Let's talk about Carl from Born Date. Let me know where you're from.
Well, you know, I'm from, appreciate you for having me too,
Ain't no
man.
problem, homie. It's all love.
But, yeah, I'm from Coke, Marvin. Down in Coke, down in the country, whatever.
The country.
Small area, country, you know what I mean? It ain't really too much to do, and always been an active kid or whatever. Always had like playing sports. I've been eating baseball and stuff real heavy growing up, and football and stuff as I got older. But to be honest with you, I was into baseball more than I was football. You know, a lot of people don't know that. But
okay, no, let's slow it down. We skip it too far.
Right.
So, when you were born, how many siblings do you have? You know, we're gonna start from the beginning.
Okay.
You the baby, right?
Yeah, I'm the baby. I got a sister. She the oldest.
Okay.
And my brother.
Okay.
And then I got 3 other brothers. You know what I mean?
And you the youngest.
Nah, I'm second to the
You're
youngest.
second to the youngest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brother.
So, if I had to ask somebody, if I had to say, how was Carl as a child? When I say child, I'm talking about like between the ages of like 5 to 7. What would they say? Between the ages of 5 to 7, how were you as a child?
5 to 7. Man, I mean, active probably.
Active?
Wide open. Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean active? Like a child active or bad active? Or like sports active?
Probably a little bit of them all. You know what I mean? Probably a little bit of them all. More, you know, sports. And so
you started early. Okay. Yeah. So what was for those who don't know, Beyond Sports Academy, Carl is a great personal trainer. A great personal trainer. Just the beginning from where he planned on going from here on. He got big goals. We'll let him discuss this later. So how was the home life? Was it mom and dad, mom? What was the home life like?
Well, for us, you know, we always had a single mom.
Okay.
You know what
shout out to Mama Love.
Shout out to Mom Dukes, man. You know, she made sure she can do what she could do for us. She did her best for us. You know, she had 2 boys and a girl in the house. So, you know, boys gonna do what boys gonna do. You know what I mean? So my pops, he was deceased. Okay. I was like 3 years old, somewhere up in there.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Okay. He was deceased, so never had got a chance to really even know him, but it was just pretty much moms in the house. Had a stepdad in the house also. Okay. You know what I mean?
Was he a saluted stepdad, or we not gonna talk about him?
Well, you know, he gave me work ethics, you know. Mr. Henry, you know what I mean? He taught me work ethics. Okay. How to be a man, you know what I mean? I get up and go to work. All because of, you know what I mean? I had to work with him. He had his own business, so I had to work with him.
Well, you had no choice.
So, you know, on Saturdays and Sundays, you
had no choice. Hey, come on, boy. We might go do the job.
Mama, like, you got to get up out of here. You know
hey, what kind of business do you have?
Laying carpet, doing floor work, linoleum, carpet. And, you know, my brother do that on the side or whatever. He got business cards. He do floor work or whatever.
Shout out to Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
Everybody in Orangeburg know Uncle Luke. Okay, so you go through that. So your pops, he said you when you're 3 years old. So then we go on that. So does the stepdad come in right after that, or there's a little gap?
Well, you know, it was a gap.
There's a little gap. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm saying that because sometimes I realize even I was blessed to have a stepdad. It wasn't really, it was a gap, but now me being older, I appreciate my stepdad, because I tell people I don't got those horror stories that people have. People have those horror stories about their stepdad. I don't have the horror stories. My stepdad showed me how to be a man and to treat my mama good. That was the number one thing.
Yeah.
And he showed me how to be a man.
Yeah.
So I got to give him that. Yeah. Okay, so you go around, you helping your old man out. So what is the first Little League sport that you signed up for?
Baseball.
Baseball. And how old are we talking about baseball? We talking about T-ball or we talking about coach's pitch or?
From T-ball all the way to JV.
Oh! You started and never stopped.
Yeah. I was fortunate enough to where a lot of coaches used to allow me to play for free, you know, down at the middle school or whatever. My mom didn't always have the money to pay for it.
But your talent provided you the means to go ahead. Now, that's one thing I say about people. When people see, I watch out tell these kids, when people see that, when they see the want, you got people that help.
Yeah.
It's just the fact of seeing the want.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you play T-ball, when did you notice, like, because I know it's always age, but like, you know what? Or when did people start telling you know what, man, I'm kind of good at this thing. Like I'm all right. Like I'm better than average. And you can be honest.
I hit a home run the first year I played.
In T-ball.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the Little League field.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That when you know, because the coaches start treating you different. Mm-hmm. Come on, hey, we gonna put right at the beginning of the lineup or at the end of the lineup. Is he gonna lead us all or he gonna bring you home?
Yeah.
Okay. And you played Little League in the Edisto or you played for the Orangeburg?
Edisto district.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you feel that? How did you feel that did you feel that the Little League program was beneficial, or do you feel like the Little League program could have used some work?
What do you mean, as a back then or
as in back then? Well, we're looking back now because sometimes we realize now, like, man, they could have did a little bit more for us within reason.
I mean, as the whole baseball aspect of it, it wasn't bad, but you know, when it comes to, you know, a lot more could have been done, but it still was a lot of good coaches. You know what I mean? A lot of good people out there. So, you know, on that part of it, you know, it wasn't too bad. Okay,
appreciate everybody from liking them shares. Appreciate them liking them shares. If you're coming in, hit that like and that share. Okay. All right. So we all know, I met you. Well, I'm going to tell you a story how I met you. I've been to Uncle Luke. I think everybody in Orangeburg County know Uncle Luke. And I met you at Big Paul. I met you at Big Paul wedding. And like, and we linked up with school because real recognize real. And like, okay, man, had a good time and a good time at the wedding.
Yeah.
Then, so when Paul got married, that's probably what? My God, my son probably was 6. That's probably like 5 years ago.
15. I want
to say 5 years ago. So I'm looking on Facebook. And I said, that's Carl. Training people. I said, man, that's Carl training people. I like, man, because I didn't see it nowhere. You did a clip of you. I think you was training 2 W kids. And I was like, bro, he training and your prices were crazy. Now, do you want to tell people what your prices is then? Because they're about to go up because you can't help but go up. So do you want to tell people your prices now or you want them to contact you for pricing?
I mean, I can tell them, man, you know.
Okay, tell them what the price is.
Well, what we was doing was, you know, just $10 for group sessions, $20 one-on-one. And like Marvin said,
please say that one more time. Please say that price one more time.
$10 for group sessions, $20, you know, for one-on-one training.
You ain't finding that nowhere else.
Nah.
You ain't finding that nowhere. I'm telling you guys, you ain't finding that nowhere else.
Nah. And you know, like Marvin said, you ain't gonna really find it nowhere else. But the whole ideal of it is, you know, we're a low poverty area, so we want to get a lot of kids involved or give them the opportunity to get involved on something at a low rate and give them an opportunity to train with, you know, some equipment that college kids, professional kids train with. So that's the whole purpose of the program, to try to get everybody, you know what I mean?
Cause boy, you got your stuff together. I mean, boy, he got the parachutes, he got the ropes, you got your stuff together. Cause I'm talking about, and when I see your stuff, it's no different than when I see the personal trainers charging $50 an hour in Texas, in Florida. These high football dominant areas.
Yeah, programs. Yeah.
These programs. So, all right, now we're gonna be back and forth. So now let's go back. So you know you play baseball. So when does football come in the corner? And I'm gonna ask you a question. Which one do you love the most?
I mean, football always been there too, always. But you know, I grew up right by the baseball field. So.
Okay.
So you know, but football came along, B team.
So you didn't play middle school football?
Yeah, I played B team.
I'm different. See, OW, B team is the high school.
Okay, yeah. I played B team.
Oh, so B team is what grades is B team?
7th through 8th.
Okay, so did you play Eposide Little League football?
No.
Oh, so you just stopped playing at middle school? Okay, now when you stopped playing football in middle school, did it come to you naturally, or that's something you had to work on, or how did it come to you?
My 7th grade year, you know, it didn't came to me too natural like baseball did. You know, I had to work on football and pretty much work on it. In my 8th grade year, I was pretty much ready.
You was ready, okay.
I mean, yeah, I was pretty much, you know, because I worked on it and worked out a lot. And even when it came to baseball, I trained baseball when I started playing for JV. The trainings that we was doing with baseball, it helped me with football. And that's a lot of the trainings where I do nowadays, you know, so
They help you out.
It's an all-around training, you know, speed, agility, quickness, explosiveness, you know what I mean, just movement in general, so.
Okay. Can't be. So what position did you play?
I played free safety and wide receiver.
Cause I know at Eposide you got to play everything. Eposide, I'm sorry, Eposide. Yeah, I'm taking a little baby shot. You ain't coming off the field at Eposide, man. Or W. You play one position and that is it.
But
most of the time,
you got to think of the population, the size different.
Yes.
You can't beat us like that now. I mean,
Yes.
you know.
Hey, y'all did a thing. Okay, so you play football. So even when you playing your 7th, 8th grade year, baseball's still the number one love.
Yeah.
So I heard you say you played you played from T-ball to JV.
Yeah.
So why didn't you say from T-ball to varsity?
Well, it was just, I don't know, man. It was just, I just got out. I just felt like, you know, with the coaching or whatever, I just, you know what I mean? It just.
You didn't feel like he wasn't behind you?
Yeah, it was a couple coaches, but I mean, I had loved the game, but I ain't know. I just had got out of it pretty much. The coaches was, you know, it was good coaches, but it wasn't.
So right now, looking back at it, let's talk about now. We think, because if you've been playing T-ball since, you've been baseball since T-ball. So my God, what is that? 4? T-ball, you like 4 or 5? 5, 6. So you play T-ball from 5 to 6, all the way up to 14, maybe? Is it JV? Maybe 14, 13 at JV?
So up, you know.
So something definitely had to happen to say, I don't want to play no more.
I think coaching had something to do with it. You know what I mean?
Was it coaching as far as the support, or coaching as far as they're paying favoritism, or they really didn't have your best interest at hand, or they just weren't playing you like you know you should have been playing? Was it just hate? I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that word. You in the Eposide now, so it could be the other thing. I ain't gonna say it.
You know what I mean? It's just.
I ain't gonna say it.
You know what I mean? It just wasn't. I don't know, man. I got the time. You know what I mean? I was young, and a lot of that I just wasn't with, and you know what I mean. So I just kind of had got out of it.
Got out of it.
Yeah.
So if you could tell yourself now, would you have stuck with it, or you still would have left, or still would have walked away?
Probably would have stuck with it. Hold my head a little high and stuck with it, because it been something I always
stuck with it. And what I noticed back then, I tell my parents, I give them a pass. They don't know the things that me and you know for our kids to be successful in sports. Because to be successful in sports, every now and then you have even with LeBron James, people don't realize, a coach saw him early and took him and put him in all the right circuits. Because when it comes to right being, I'm telling you, I'm talking about it's like a very, very small, minute percentage of kids who just go to high school, be so good in high school, get a scholarship and go on. Most of these kids go through these camps. Most of these kids is in the right position. They get seen by the right people. Yeah. So it's a circuit that our parents were not privileged to. So do you think that might would have had something if your mom and stepdad knew like I'm gonna just say the circuit. That's what I'm calling it. And this is all that embodies. Whether it's camps, travel ball, which is expensive. Yeah. I did not realize travel ball was that expensive. Baseball is an expensive sport. Yeah. If you make it, the payoff is good, but it's a long road.
It's a process, yeah.
It's a long road.
And about all of it is a process though. Yeah. It's a process with it all. It's pretty much, I always look at it and I tell a lot of folks, it's almost like if you want your child to study for a spelling bee or a type of test, a driving test, you're just going to have to study into it. You know what I mean? You got to put time into that, them spelling words. You got to put time into that classroom work, anything. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to succeed on the football field, you're just going to have to put that time into it. You're just going to have to, if you want to play baseball, volleyball, anything, you're just going to have to put that time into it, And
okay. So I'm going to jump back. So you stopped playing baseball. So what grade we talking? This 10th grade, 9th grade? 9th grade, 10th grade?
Like 9th grade, yeah.
Oh, you got the high. Now, let me ask you a question, too, now. I've been there, too. We get to high school. We get to feeling ourselves. We grew up a little bit. Them girls now mature. I'm going to use that word. Honestly now, do you think that played a part in it also?
Nah.
Yeah, because you kept playing football.
Yeah, I kept playing ball, but I just had.
You just went baseball.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So you played football all 4 years?
I graduated in my junior year.
Dang.
Yeah, I graduated my junior year.
How you did that?
I
know you did.
I had a lot of my credit. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I know you did. I'm just saying, good. Like, how you did that?
You know what I mean?
Man, you make Editor proud because a lot of them fellas ain't
Nah, man, Which I had failed my 7th grade year, Marvin.
Shout out to the big cat in the building. Yeah. Big Reek. Rodriguez wrote the big cat in the building.
Reek,
okay,
man,
so you did
one of the coaches.
Shout out to Reek, one of the coaches. Hey, I didn't realize this. I thought Reek was lying. I'm gonna tell a quick story about Reek. Reek told me he had his own song at the store. The Big Cat.
The Big Cat.
Now I thought Reek was lying, cause Reek could tell a story like Bernie Mac. So I thought Reek could put a little sauce on that thing.
Yeah.
Until somebody verified the story that Reek had a whole song, that band played a song, The Big Cat.
The Big Cat.
But shout out to Reek, who's a coach at Beyond Sports Academy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you graduated your junior year. So you only played 3 years of football.
I played my 9th grade. I played on varsity. 10th grade, 11th grade.
Okay. So you didn't think about just coming back and taking, like, you know how people do this, take one class so you can play that senior year?
I wanted to. I had my son on the way at the time.
Okay.
So, I wanted to come back, but at that time, my mind wasn't even, I really didn't apply myself a lot like I should, you know what I mean, to try to pursue anything. By that time, it was like, I got a child on the way. I just kind of got to do what I got to do.
In the work.
Yeah.
So even with that, now, if you could talk to yourself back then, okay, let me ask you a question, because you a personal trainer, and I think you have the same outlook I do, and we can be honest. Do you believe with your skill set? Do you think you had the skill set to be Division I, Division I AA? What do you think, honestly, your skill set, even if you were to come back that one more year, what do you think your skill set, everything aligning, what do you believe that your skill set could have landed you? Because you guys got a football scholarship.
Yeah, I believe I could have went a little deep to a JUCO school or something like that, worked myself up, you know what I mean? I wasn't no top athlete, and I had bad knees in high school, so.
And what position you played in high school?
Free safety.
Free safety?
Yeah, free safety and wide receiver.
And what year you graduated?
2008.
Okay, because I know back in between the years of 2004 and 2005, we put a whooping on y'all.
Yeah, this done.
Put a whooping on. Now 2003.
Y'all couldn't beat them, boy.
Yeah, they beat us now. I know. I see all them Cougars in the building. 2003, y'all had us.
I think my last year We lost to y'all by like 3 points somewhere up in there like that. I can't call it, but it was
05,
it was something close, you know what I mean?
See, I left in 05. In my 2 years, 04, 05, it wasn't close.
Yeah.
It wasn't close at all. Shout out to the Cougars out there who was on that team. Shout out Kareem. Kareem said me and Gavin tried to end his career because we dang so did chop block him. Shout out you, Kareem. We chop block his big butt. Yeah. But okay, so you feel as though if you would have put it in, you could have went JUCO. You could have got a football scholarship.
Yeah, if I would have fully applied myself, you know, in the classroom and from the classroom to the field.
But you did step in the classroom. You graduated your junior year.
Yeah, I did, but I was just one of those cats that always did enough just to get by. You know what I mean? I'm
gonna have to. It's your story now.
Yeah,
but you had to do more enough to get by if you graduated your junior year.
Nah, like I tell you, my 7th grade year I had to repeat.
Okay.
You know, but when I was doing my classes and everything, I you know, with my credits, I had my credits. I was in Mr. Cleck's class. If anybody from Evanston know Mr. Cleck, I was in Mr. Cleck 11th grade, so, you know, he sent me back to the guidance office to see what was going on, but I had my stuff, so, you know what I mean? I could have did better, put it like that.
Okay. Well, at least you reflected, you know.
Yeah,
and now you knowing that we did a big, we talking they did a big in 03. Y'all hear you, Reek, but after that, it's down here after that. So you better hold on to that 03 win. Okay, so... All right, you go through high school. Do you think you had a decent high school career? Or do you feel as though you could have put more in it, even with the 3 years you played?
Yeah, I could have did better.
Could have did more.
Yeah.
We always reflect now. And I don't just time I soon to realize why we put you so hard, because we know what, if you would have put the work in. Come on, because your little guy's a stud. And people know this, as a guy who's been around football a lot, you can see it. Sometimes we don't like to tell them because you don't want them to get the big head early. Mm-hmm. But even if you go to any little league field, you can tell the guys who got it and who don't got it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some guys come in late, but it's some that start early. The younger guys. Okay, so all right, so we get in the car service. So you do your 3 years high school, you leave early. So where's Carl in life right then? You leave Eposide. Where are you in life right now?
Just pretty much trying to find myself, you know, got a son on the way.
Okay.
You know, really school over, so, you know.
You went straight to work?
Once it's over. So, you know, I pretty much started working at Husqvarna.
Okay, man, that's everybody's first job just about.
Yeah, so, you know.
Where you was at in Husqvarna?
I started on the paint chain.
Oh, my God, which paint chain you was on? I was on paint chain too.
I want to say down there on 36.
I was on paint chain.
Defender somewhere.
I had to hang them during decks.
Yeah.
I had to hang them decks. Me and Paul worked at Husqvarna together.
Yeah.
I hate that place. But shout out please for always giving brothers a job no matter what.
Yeah, you know.
I got to give them credit for that. They always looking out. They always going to give brothers a job no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Kareem said, I told you. Yeah, because I ain't like we chop block you, Kareem. He said, the coach said, get him out of here. Go ahead, get him out of here. But, so you start working so how old are you at this time? You 18, 17?
No, about 18.
18.
17, yeah.
Okay, so you're working at Husqvarna. So when does the game end up calling you back as far as coaching? What's the time frame of you working and the game end up, little league, whatever, did the game end up calling you back to coaching?
I want to say 2013.
Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it was a 5 years from when you graduate to when the game called you back.
Yeah, which I had my cousin who always was in high school and stuff, and a couple cats around the neighborhood who still was playing ball. Mm-hmm. So you know, we still would get up on Sundays and kind of
get some work in.
Yeah, do some stuff like that. But I say about 2013 when I had coached Little League team. Mm-hmm. You know,
that's when the bug got you. Not yet.
Nah, it was hectic because I had like the young team.
The flag football.
Flag football. So it was,
I know. I did it last year.
So you know, kids was everywhere. Mm. It was my first time, and you know, kids just was everywhere. Like
okay.
So we did it, you know. Which I did seen a change from the beginning until towards the end of the season. You know what I mean? As long as you see that progress, it kind of...
That's called coaching. A lot of guys don't know what it is. I had flag football, and I'm not going to say a coach name. I'm not going to say the referee name. My little league team, my flag football team, we did silent count. I had a referee tell me, no, the coach said it. It's football. You have to say down, say hut. With a straight face. I said, please don't tell nobody else that. Please don't tell nobody. I said, do not teach. I said, you don't teach the kids to move on down, say hut. Because it always starts, the fundamentals start early. You don't teach kids to move on down, say hut. You teach kids to move when the ball moves. And just that simple thing, I'm like, so these kids need to down, say hut. They wonder why we so undisciplined when we get to the next level. Yeah. And it just keeps,
Yeah.
If you break them out early, they stop. All right, so you get the bug, whatever calls you back, and it calls you back to coaching in 2013. So I know it's a time when you end up coaching, you end up going from little league to you end up going back to the high school.
Yeah.
And when was that?
I want to say like that following year, 14.
Man, that's fast. So you went from
what happened was after that little league season. Shout out to the coach, you know what I mean, for giving me the opportunity to come out there. Coach Palmer, you know what I mean, he allowed me to come out there like
that dude was at the school forever.
Yeah, he like 2014, 15, he allowed me to come out there and help with the defensive backs. Okay. Because you know that was your strong suit. Yeah.
Now, how did you enjoy that?
Safety for him.
That's a whole different ball game. That's not coaching flag football no more.
At first, it was, you know what I mean, you had to settle in, but at the end of things, we ended up going to the third round that year. Okay. And that was like the first time since a while. Okay. You know what I mean? We had a cornerback, Bruce, he ended up leading the region in picks or something like that.
What's his name? Bruce what?
Bruce, oh man, don't get lying, man.
What? Shout out to you, Bruce.
Shout out to Bruce, man, the cornerback. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to give him a look. So was he directly under you?
Bruce, yeah. Coach Palmer. Me and Coach Palmer had a defensive back. He kind of let me take charge over it.
So did the Coach Palmer notice the difference? Did the players, because players know the difference too. Did the players notice the difference in you coaching to whoever the previous? We're not going to crap on whoever the previous guy was, but. Did Coach Palmer see the difference when you came in there and was coaching them?
I say, we had a good, that year we went to the third round in a couple years. Okay. A couple years. So, it was a good atmosphere. Okay. It was, and that off season, that's when I really started training. Me and my cousin, he played receiver that year. He had a good year, Quan. Or whatnot, and me and him started training that year. Quadre Simmons. Played for Eddystone. Okay. Had a pretty good career, pretty good high school career there. Okay. And that off season, me and him really started training. Okay. That's where it came from. We had a tractor tire, a rubber hose, and car tire. Okay. Yeah. So and that's what we started.
Man, that's some Iraqi training in there.
Yeah.
That's some Iraqi training. So your cousin was when you went from. So did you coach Eddystone the following year too, or you only coach Eddystone that 1 year?
I coached that. I started with that following year, but with my job, the way my job was set up, I ended up not being able to finish the season or whatever.
But so that's something you start training with your cousin, and then at that point, did you say, "Man, I kind of like this. I like this training thing."
Yeah, it was when he came back with that big year, because that whole summer we put in a lot of work, and his senior year, he had a big year. So we sit back and like, man, this stuff really work. Guys really do this stuff. So, and that's when I really started with my son around the time. You know what I mean? And
how old was your son at this time?
I'd say he was about 7, 6, somewhere up in there. We just started out with.
Come to you guys. Don't think you got to be your son got to be in high school to get trained by Carl. My son is 6. My son is 6 years old. He gets trained by Carl. My son is 6. And he's not the only 6-year-old out there. There's 6 years old, 7-year-olds, and they're starting the foundation early. So don't think that Matter of fact, if you don't start that early, sometimes it might be too late to keep up with the level of competition that's out there right now, guys.
Yeah.
So it's best to try to get your kids in now as early as possible so that they can have the foundation set. So when they get bigger, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Okay, so your cousin had to have the big year. You see what the work now got him. Yeah. So then when do you say, well, I might take on another kid?
For a while, you know, I just was doing it with my son. You know what I mean? I get with my nephews here and there, and we
put some work in,
and we just put work in and do it like that. And then
wait a minute,
me and Kareem.
Hold on, we're not going to bypass that. I just thought about something. we're not going to bypass this. You get to the school, you work with a DP, you work with a DB. Mm-hmm. Next season, that season he leads the region in interceptions. Mm-hmm. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That summer you work with your cousin. Correct? Mm-hmm. That year he comes back, have a monster senior season. Mm-hmm. What's two common denominators in those things? Carl Wright.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's the work, but you led them to put the work. But even though they still got to want to put the work in, you pushed them to those two guys in 1 year. That's fast. The other guy might not have been a year because you got him in the middle of the season, beginning of the season, right? The DB.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He went from how was his year the following before you? How was his year before you?
He was a good athlete.
He was a good athlete. But he didn't lead the region in picks though.
No, I don't think was leading the region in picks that year. Nah. Mm-mm.
But you came in.
You know, and it was coachable. You know what I mean? Good coachable kids, man.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. Okay. So all right. So I want to mention got another cougar in the building. He trained mine. Or Kareem just said you train his.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying next. Okay. You know, I started training with Kareem kids.
Okay.
And,
Kareem got some big ones too. His kid's small. I'm talking to everybody now. Kareem, he got some future D tackles, or he got specialty players.
Oh man, he got them athletes.
Got them athletes. Okay.
Kareem got them athletes. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you start training his kids, and how old was his kids at the time?
I want to say his son maybe was about. I want to say about 16 now. I want to say he was about 12, maybe. Okay. Maybe 12, 11, somewhere up in there. Yeah, somewhere up in there. I ain't too man. Okay, man, Kareem, you got me beat, buddy. But you got to have. Where do you get your patience from to train young kids? Like it's one thing for you to train your child at 7. Mm-hmm. Where do you get your patience from to train other kids at 7? Because that's an art by itself too. That I don't think should be looked over. Yeah. Because it do. I mean, like you said, it is. But for the most part, I mean, I guess just training my kids. You know, because not all the time. They, you know what I mean. Because it's a lot of work put into it, but I guess you just gotta want to do it, want to have it, and for a long time I sat back and I really, like I tell you, I just was training mine, and I started training Kareem kids. And he was like, man, you need to just
do that.
You need to start training, people kids. I was like, yeah, but
and what year was this? Because what year was this? Cause I know it took a while.
This was about what? This was like after that. It was after that football season. About 15.
So 2015. So 2016.
About 16.
He saw it in you. He said you need to start training.
Oh yeah, a long time ago.
Okay, so sorry, 2016. So I'm at a question. So how long it took from 2016 to you walked into your calling?
I kept training, and I had his son. He was a little older, and I started training with him.
Okay.
And I started running into a couple parents from kids I coached from the beginning, and they was like, "Hey, you coming back to the city? You coming back? We want to let our kids play for you or whatnot."
Okay.
So I was after a while, I kind of told myself, we should go ahead and just try to
walk out on faith.
Just go ahead and walk out on faith, man, and something new to me. I never really been an outspoken person, laugh, joke, but something new to me. But I went out, man, and, you know, so far, you know what I mean, turned out and everything.
So you still didn't give me a year now. So if he say you're 2016, I mean, you should do this.
So
how many years before you walked in your calling?
I say about 2017. Okay, I started back coaching.
Okay.
I started back in Orangeburg again.
Okay.
Yeah, I went back to Orangeburg and
come back to the Burberry to play real football. I'm just throwing a shout out to all the Cougars in here. I'm just throwing a shout at y'all because y'all talking trash in the chat. But shout out to y'all, hit that like and share button.
Yeah. So you know, we came back to Orangeburg and this is about 17 going in 18.
Okay.
So I was the defensive coordinator on the team or whatnot. Okay. We ended up coming in second place. Beat the coach, you know what I mean? He said he was undefeated in Orangeburg for a while.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Coach Sam. But we ended up beating him. Defense had a goal line stand. You know what I mean? Beat him. Ended up going to the All-Stars. Got nominated to coach for the All-Star defense or whatever. And that following year, we started our Pop Warner League down in the country.
Okay.
And we went to the state championship.
For those who know the country is, that's Cope.
Yeah, down towards Cope.
Oh, we just in Edisto area?
Yeah, Edisto area.
Edisto district.
Yeah.
You right, Rick. I've been a hater. You right, Rick. I've been a hater. Bruins all day, baby.
You know.
Okay, so y'all started y'all.
Yeah, so after the 17, 18, you know, I made it to the All-Star. I got a chance to coach All-Star defense All-Star team. So we made it to the semifinals.
Okay.
We made it to the semifinals. And so
would y'all play out of W, a team from Charleston?
No, we didn't play OW.
Okay.
No, we didn't play OW.
Okay.
We went down to Charleston and we went down there with.
Okay. I think I remember that. But then the following year, I think they came up here.
Yeah, which those boys got a program down there too.
They got a program.
They got a program down there. And it ain't normal. You ain't used to seeing that and kids come to play ball. You know what I mean?
Because they start them early.
They start them early.
And let me tell you something I don't like about, even when I say I know it's Orangeburg, I took my oldest son, Jordan, to some camps.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you what I like about them cats in Florida. Mm-hmm. Man, they come with the most disrespectful swagger I've ever seen. And their coach pushes that disrespect. I'm like, man, we the only ones to be like, you can't do this, you can't say that. Man, they teach their kids to be, but you got the ball now.
Yeah, you got to play ball.
You got the ball.
Yeah.
But they teach their kids to have a swagger where they can't hold you.
Yeah.
They can't stop you.
Yeah. You know why I don't, it's not a sense of a swagger or whatever, but you know, once you put that hard work in and you know what you did, you know that type of work you put in and that stuff, you got that level of confidence.
Yeah.
You know
Cause you know you put the work in.
Yeah.
All right. So we go to 2018. So 2018, 2019, you say, all right, I got this thing. So did you have a talk with the shout out to the wifey? Mm-hmm. You have a talk to the wifey like, you know what?
Shout out to the wife, man.
I'm about to push this. I'm going all the way. Like I'm not half stepping. I'm going all the way. Or was it still like tiptoeing? Honestly.
Well, you know, I tiptoed, man. I am to be honest with you. Okay. I tiptoed in for a while, and like you say, shout out to the wife for, you know, being there when, you know, I got to be there, being understanding and all that too. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to her for that. But I tiptoed in it for a while, and then, you know, I just, you know what I mean? Just I guess also being surrounded by, you know, certain people, man, certain people that keep pushing you, keep driving you, you know what I mean, to go ahead and do it and pursue it. So, you know, like I said, 2019, we started, you know, Coach Peoples from out of Orangeburg, from Charleston, but he in Orangeburg. He started a Pop Warner League, and all of us came together. And a lot of coaches that's on the staff now, a lot of them from off of that team. Okay. From the Pop Warner team. So, you know, that's what we kind of aiming for, a family atmosphere and keeping the same builds around. So, we started the Pop Warner League, was behind the 8 ball a little bit. You know, Columbia got about 8 to 10 teams, you know, shout out them boys, cause they, you know, they got this stuff going on up there too, man. And, you know, so they got so many teams going on. So we start out like 6-0, 5-0.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came out strong.
Yeah, started out like 5-0, 6-0. Nobody couldn't score on us. And
how was your offense?
I was putting up numbers.
Okay.
You know, putting up numbers. You know, Coach Joy put a good offense together, and we had a good group of guys on the coaching staff. And like I tell you, defense, nobody was really scoring on us. Okay. Offense was, you know, so the first year, Pop Warner.
Oh, I got a question because man, I watch Little Tykes.
Okay.
Now, did y'all have some come to Jesus talks? Because you get a little fiery in the coaches meetings. For the most part, you guys say no names, no situations. Okay. But have you had any fiery? We'll just say fiery
situation
conversation between coaches. We'll just say that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Only human. You're gonna have it, but I mean, a lot of times you just have to remind guys, you know, it's about the kids. So
that sounds good to another man in your face saying, "Forget you, man."
But see, you know, somebody got to remember it's about the kids.
That's true.
So if he in my face saying, "Forget me," then he can just so that means you forgot it's about the kids. You forgot it's about the kids. So you just go ahead and diminish. You know what I mean? Go ahead. And,
that's a good answer, Carl.
Okay.
That's a great. That's a great answer.
And, that's how we kind of rolling it with a lot of guys. Like I tell you, that 2019 squad, we went to the state championship. First year Pop Warner, we went to the state championship. And that year, man, we built something with the coaches and a lot of the kids. And like now that I train, I still have a lot of kids that I coach. So, you know, to me, it kind of had said something. You know, some of these kids I had since they were 6 years old. You know,
and they're still coming back.
And now they're 12, and their parents are still like,
bro, you good at what you do.
You know, we know you got them. So
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You are good at what you do. I'm not even trying to toot your horn. When I see my 6-year-old son, when I see him doing the drills with the bigger boys, and it's one thing for me to have him out there, but it's something about kids. Sometimes when you see somebody else out there, I see other kids out there, it's like something happens in their brain and they kind of like blank out and they really go focus because it's almost like it's not dad, it's somebody else. And I can honestly say, I see your training, my little man feet work are better. So you can't beat the price. $10 for group sessions, $20 for individual sessions. You're not gonna find it no way for good training, not for somebody who just out there taking your money.
Yeah.
For actually good training, you see your kids, you go out there, guys, you see the kids using the equipment. And guys, you see he's tagged in the thing above, so go follow this page, go check out some of the videos. You see the kids doing the cone drill, you see the footwork drills, you see the passing drills, you see the discipline drills, the up down drills. And that's something that people are like, oh, they too young to do that now. No, they're not too young to do that now. You just think that because you putting limits on these kids that shouldn't have to be on them.
Yeah, certain limitations. Yeah, parents will put on their kids.
That shouldn't have to be on them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go out there. So now you finally rolling. So, do you think this is a question that I ask every person that's on here? Well, this could be a 2-part question for you. I'm gonna let you answer it however you see fit. Do you feel as though the city of Orangeburg County, and that's including, I'm gonna say Orangeburg and Edisto. We say
that in the surrounding counties.
Orangeburg and surrounding. We say Orangeburg County. Do you feel as though Orangeburg County supports you? That's part one. And two, do you feel as though you have done your part to let Orangeburg County know the gym that they have at their disposal right now? I'm gonna let you answer it how you see fit.
Well, I kind of look at it like this, Marv. You know, we're gonna be here. I'm not gonna just say me because you know now we got coaches involved in this thing also. Like, we had our first coaches meeting last Saturday, and it was successful. You know what I mean, outcome. So I mean, the coaches that's involved, man, we doing it, and we're gonna be here. for the ones that want to gravitate to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And for the ones that want to take, we'd love for everybody to come out. And with the training, we're going to offer multiple sports. You know what I mean? We're going to have, it's a multi-sport program.
Like?
So, like, as we got coming up now, we got travel ball, baseball coming up.
Oh, so y'all going to have your own travel league team?
Travel league team.
Okay.
Yeah. Like how we did, we had our youth football league with Pop Warner. So we want to keep all our kids together.
Okay.
So if the kid playing travel ball with us, they'll play the travel football with us. See what I'm saying? Okay. And now we'll have we have a basketball program which we in process of getting started, and we're trying to get the gyms in Orangeburg back open. They're finally opening back up. Yes. With everything opening up slowly and stuff. So just bear with us. It's a process, but the way we going right now.
Shout out for the share just now too, Daquan.
Yeah, the way we going now, we just want to have a sport for every kid to get involved in. Okay. If we want to look into getting a travel soccer team, so it's not to come at or try to step on the rec, Orangeburg rec or Eposide rec. It's just coming in with love, respect. We're gonna come in and we just want to do traveling. We're not locally where we just playing local teams or anything. Okay. We just want to put together travel teams, and in Orangeburg rec or Eposide league, if there's any type of way, guys want a partnership or get together or.
I thought you about to say they want to smoke. That's what I thought you were about to say. Nah, that's what I heard. They want to smoke. That's what I heard just now.
We had we had teams. The team from Edison, one of the players that year, we was like 7 and we were undefeated. Yeah, but we didn't play them. It was certain limitations where rules where you playing like Pop Warner, you couldn't play other teams outside of Pop.
I didn't know that.
I guess there's certain rules and stuff that
But you can do a scrimmage.
Yeah,
you
but
can do a
being that we was at that time, I want to say we was like 7-1. Mm-hmm. It wasn't worth the reward. You know what I mean? The scrimmage, the scrimmage team. We went to the state championship, which we lost 14-0, but they put up 14 points first quarter. Mm-hmm. Ain't scoring no more sense.
Yeah, y'all just didn't score.
We just didn't get on the board. You know what I mean? So, but I coach defense. I'm a defensive coordinator. So,
and sometimes some teams they was a better team that day.
It was two. I mean, there was good kids that we played, and it was 2 plays. You know what I mean? Each play was 2 good plays that a kid just made. Yeah. He cut back. When he cut, he plant. Cut back and then it was gone, you know what I mean? Like kids was in position, but the better athlete just made the play.
The better athlete, especially at that level, the better athlete always gonna win.
Yeah. So, guys was in position, but like I said, first quarter, that was it.
They didn't score after that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, I ain't gonna lie. See, it might just be the petty in me. I ain't gonna lie, Carl. I think I would have given that scrimmage smoke.
Nah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd have
given. You said until you mid-season in, and you looking at what y'all accomplished.
Well, like a practice.
You still nah. See, one thing about Pop Warner, they'll pop up to your practice to make sure certain guidelines are being followed.
I never noticed that.
See, it's just so much that's out here, but if you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? So Pop Warner, even though there was basic station out of Columbia, they'll come down and
pop up.
If you at practice, you look up and somebody might be sitting in the truck and watching everything.
Oh, and they be like, well, who's this team right here? Which Pop Warner team are they? Be like, there's not a Pop Warner team. Yeah. So then they can lose their thing. And y'all can,
now, truth be told, now it was coaches on the staff that wanted to make it happen.
Oh yeah, I know to do that.
And I was like,
I sat at their scrimmage with nobody out there.
Yeah, because they was practicing down here, we was practicing down here, and. So
shout out the Joey Kittredge.
Joey Kittredge.
Yeah, he said turnover killed us.
Yeah. So he coached the offense. Okay. I coached the defense. He coached the offense.
Shout out to you, Joey. Joey, hit that like and share button. But okay, so you did that. So I'm like, so we talked about you got all the different training going on now. You're talking about you want to have a travel ball training. So, like I said, I appreciate what you do. Because I told you, bro, you need to tell. Bro, I don't think people know what you do. Because if I didn't happen to see a video that day, I don't know what made you put videos up. Because you want to put videos up the whole time. When you put that video up, sometimes the people can't support what they don't know exists.
Yeah. You're right. And you know, I had to, you know what I mean, gravitate to it more and was like, hey, this is something that we're gonna do. And you know, like I said, with the group of guys we got, and a lot of the coaches that's on now, you know, we came together, we put our heads together. We want to turn this thing into not only a multi-sport program, but we want to get to the point where we're offering tutoring for some of these kids. Because you know, whether we got tutors meeting with kids at the library or whatever, it's going to be a process. Like the back of my shirt said, you know, you have to trust the process.
You want to be a big deal. So I don't want to compare programs, but are you going with something, because this program came out of nowhere and they taking over? Are you looking for something like Columbia Knights? I don't know who they are, but I swear they came out of nowhere, and now I see them everywhere. I know people from Orangeburg taking their kids up there to play with them, and just outside looking in, you see that those kids having fun playing, and they play with a certain swagger that I haven't seen from Part 1.
Columbia Knights. Now I could be wrong, but I think we played them.
Yeah, you might have did, because they all travel.
Part 1.
Yeah, because
I think
they're pretty good.
Yeah, I think we played them.
I don't think they part because they never stop football. That's how I know they got their own thing.
And see, you know, and that's how it goes. You know, some guys don't. You know what I mean? You can play football, which a kid that's played for us, and he's part of the program. He trained in the program. He just had a game. You know, shout out to Brendan, man. 10 years old, man, and he just come from Florida. Him and his brother Braden, I think Braden like 7, 8 years old. Them boys went to the All-Star games in Florida. Brendan had a touchdown in overtime or whatever, and so, you know, shout out to them boys. So, you know, it's so much with it, you know. That,
so who they play for?
I think they played for a team. They was playing for a team in Charleston. Cause we didn't put together a team.
That's enough.
Here. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. So you. Okay, I know you had the travel thing, but you also offer, I can just have my child train with y'all, but not be in the travel league?
Okay.
So I'm asking all the train, do my child have to be in Beyond Sports Academy?
Your child, you know, it's gonna be tryouts. You know what I mean? Have a limit on a certain amount of kids. But even if your child can't make the team, you know, it's still full-time training going on because it's a training program.
No, but you see what I'm saying? What if I want my child just to train with you, but I don't want him to be on Beyond Sports Academy travel league team?
Oh yeah, no.
So,
yeah,
are the two separate entities? Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
like even if we got travel ball, that's why I said we got coaches. You know, we got a lot of dedicated coaches. You know what I mean? Shout out to them guys, man. You know, we had a good meeting.
You want to give shout out to who your coaches are, or you want to keep it on the wraps? Or
I mean, I can shout them out. You want me to shout them out? Coach Fraser, Coach Joy, Coach Kareem, Coach Dupree. You know, Coach Livingston, the basketball. You know, Coach Brandon, Coach John. You know what I mean? Those guys right there, and Coach Greg. You know, Greg just talked to me yesterday. You know, about
Reed coaching or no?
Yeah, he's going to, we getting stuff together where we getting stuff set up where certain training going to be involved. So, you know, everything is a process, but, you know, it's out there now. We putting it out there.
Shout out to the coaches.
The direction we going. Yeah, shout out to the coach, man.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you something, guys. I honestly see the difference in my son going to the training. I'm not going to give, I had my oldest son. So you watch this son, he was like that too. But sometimes the older ones make you wanna. But that's neither here nor there. So also for the people, you got some Beyond Sports merch with you today. So let's let people get a look at this. And where can they purchase this merch?
You know, just hit the page up, contact the page, and we go from there.
The page is Beyond
Sports page, Facebook, Instagram. You know, just contact the page, size you're interested.
And guys, I'll probably the page will be right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right. It's right here. So go ahead. Let me look at the merch. You can put it right there. Okay.
Kid size, you know.
And what does it say?
Beyond Sports Training Academy.
That's the U colors right there.
Yeah, the youth. And, you know, all fundings go back into the program.
Okay.
For the athletes. You know, we want to. We really want to make it to where the kids get the opportunity to, you know, be a part of something great and.
Okay.
You know, so.
Hey guys, for that good merch, hit the link above.
You know.
Okay. I like that.
We got different colors.
For the ladies, we didn't forget about you.
We can't forget about y'all, you know.
Okay.
And you know, different colors.
Florida Gators,
you know. And we did a lot of colors, man, because, you know, we're a diversity staff, man. We really
hey, guys, let me tell you something, guys. Hey, these things are great material. My son has these ones, these material here, because he wore them in his summer training. Great material, real breathable.
And these here for the youth athletes that train with us. Okay. You know what I mean? They're able to purchase these here. Yes. And we also have it in
the black.
We also have it in the black also.
Y'all see it.
So, you know, like I said, everything go back into the program and everything just take care of itself. You know, we can do the more training we can have, the more coaches we get involved, the more programs we have, and, you know, we're really trying to find us a home location. So, you know, just be on the way out, look out for that. You know what I mean? We trying to find us a home location or whatever. Field or whatever and do it like that. So we got a lot of stuff in store, man. Y'all just follow the page and just kind of keep up with everything.
Page is right here.
Yeah, and just kind of keep up with everything because we really got a lot of stuff in store, man. Like, you know, you just have to trust the process. It's going to be a process, you know, with anything you do in life. So, you know, just trust the process and we got goals and stuff in the program, and, you know, our motto is the bus gonna run daily. You know,
thanks. I like that.
You know,
I like that.
The bus gonna run daily. You know,
the bus gonna run. Let me tell you something. Okay.
You know what I mean? We have our mission statement or whatever, and
we'll read it to the people.
You know, the bus run daily. You know, so with that being said, you know, like I tell the coaches. You know, everybody got a life. You know, we dedicating our time to this and everything. So the bus run daily mean, you know, it always one man down, next man up.
Correct.
You know,
correct.
We could be here to pick each other up as coaches.
Correct.
First, because if we can't do that, then we really can't reach the kids.
Facts.
So, you know, it start with the coaches first, and the mission statement is the mission of the Beyond Sports Training Academy program is to ensure that our future leaders of America have an opportunity to excel academically and athletically on and off the field. Our program is designed to positively impact our Orangeburg County communities. All student athletes will be treated with the utmost respect and dignity as we strive to ensure every athlete reach their highest potential. All games will be played with class, dignity, and pride, and with great intensity. So, that's our mission statement, and, you know, we got program goals with our first goal for the program is all student athletes will excel a change agent academically, athletically, and within the community.
Okay.
Second one is develop a family atmosphere with guiding principles of trust, honesty, service, and commitment. Okay. So, you know, that one is pretty big. And,
that's real.
That's one that, you know, me and the coaches talked about, and I kind of told those guys, I just don't want to throw the family word around. You know what I mean? I want to meet. You know what I mean? We get kids from, you know, Denmark, you know, shout out to kid I'm training from Denmark, you know, Jaquar, he been down with me for a couple months now. We starting to see a big change in him or whatever. And so we get kids from all over, you know, instead of just kind of beating up on each other around here. Let's put stuff together and, you know, kind of go challenge each other and, I mean,
get better.
Push it and, you know, get better. So compete for a championship season.
Yep.
The last one, have fun. Now, the last one is have fun because, you know, at the end of the day, we want to have fun.
Correct.
But right before that, it say compete for a championship season. So
have fun in perspective.
So too much, you know what I mean? We're gonna have fun, but we still gotta work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of kids like it, and truth be told, you know, a lot of kids don't like to do it. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's really not for everybody. We want every kid to get out and get involved, but, you know, a lot of kids just they're not gonna like it, you know what I mean? But
I think it's on Carl.
I always love to tell parents, you know, just bring them out, and it grows on some kids. And
some kids that don't.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was saying you can't make nobody drink the water.
No.
You can't make them drink the water.
You can take the hard baby. You
cannot make them drink the water.
Nah.
Do you want it or not? You cannot. You cannot make them drink the water.
Yeah. So you know, our last one, like I said, man, we want to compete. Nobody want to be losers. You know what I mean? We want to make a name for ourselves, and as parents, you know, it's going to take commitment from you guys as well. So, you know, as a program.
Why you yelling at my baby? Yeah. Why you yelling at my baby?
Or not even so much of that, or just so much of even.
Appreciate that share.
Or even so much of just get your baby to practice or so, you know.
Mm-hmm. And don't be late.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we got coaches put in position where guys ready to help out if kids can't get to practice, or if kids got trouble, you know what I mean? Or if kids, we hear, you know, if you a child or high school, middle school kid, and like I tell a lot of the high school kids I train with, if y'all guys out here, that mean y'all want it.
Facts.
Everybody got a homeboy or a friend that's doing this or doing that. Don't get caught up in anything.
Facts.
From being around or just, you know what I mean, putting yourself in the wrong position or whatever. So, you know, from being there or whatever, like I tell guys, man, just try to keep you know what I mean, stay level-headed with it and try to stay focused. And I always tell the kids before we even start, especially when I get a lot of new kids, a lot of my old kids know, but I get a lot of new kids and I like to tell them, we all here to learn. Mm-hmm. Nobody know what they're doing. Everybody learning. We can learn something every day. Nobody here to laugh at each other.
That's a good one.
So you tell him your name, y'all introduce each other, and let's go. So, you know, and you be surprised how many times I see older kids help the little ones, or you know, kind of picks each other up off of that.
Yep. I saw my when I was with my son.
Yeah, and I kind of let them know, you know, we don't leave too much room for the laughing at this person. Now we're gonna have fun. Yeah. We gonna, you know what I mean, but we don't. The whole program is designed we're here to lift each other up, you know what I mean, and bring a positive outcome out of it, you know what I mean, everything. So when we hit the road, we want to be real deal, you know.
Represent. You don't want to be laughed at. Be like, man, them boys from Orangeburg. Them boys from Orangeburg on the play. Because you want to get the name. Because it's going to
be coming from them boys from Orangeburg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be Beyond Sports, but it's going to say them boys from Orangeburg.
So, because they're not going to say them boys from Cool.
No, they can say them boys.
That's just another shot. That's just another shot. Hey, let me tell you, shout out Sheldon, shout out Burn, shout out Paul, shout out Reed. Them boys know. I like to talk trash, but at the end of the day, we still all one. We still Orangeburg County.
Yeah.
You see how you want to say? Like we might pick at each other here, but when we leave, when we out of town, we Orangeburg County. We from Orangeburg.
Yeah.
When you out of town, you're from Orangeburg.
Yeah.
Because they want to. Because that's when we stick together. And we become one unit.
And that's what that's the whole purpose of it, you know. Trying to get a little bit of Orangeburg County, you know what I mean, the best of the best. And for the ones that can't compete with, you know, because every kid going to be on a different level.
Yes.
For the ones that can't compete with the ones on the higher levels, parents don't shy away from it. Bring them out. Mm-hmm. Let them train, bring them out. You don't have to bring them out every Saturday, but I encourage you to bring your kids out at least once, you know what I mean. Money goes back into the program. It's more so of just getting the kids out here. Let's get them doing something. Let's keep them active. You know, it's called Beyond Sports Training Academy for a reason, because it's beyond sports.
Life.
It's beyond sports.
Raising men.
You know what I mean?
And women.
I got to have the right men surrounded by these kids.
Correct.
All they even get some type of breakthrough.
Correct.
Because a lot of times you see kids come in the same way they leave, you know what I mean, dealing with certain coaches and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, you really want the right guys surrounded by it, and I really feel like we got some top guys, you know what I mean, that's going to be on this program here. So, like I said.
From the guys I've seen, I know a few of them,
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I hate to be something. I hate coaches who never play no kind of ball, coach.
Yeah.
If you ain't never coached football, how you now all of a sudden you a football expert? You ain't never played. I'm talking about in no forms of football at a high school level, because I don't count middle school.
You can't. I guess you can't really.
Man, yes, you can. High school football?
Because you got some coaches that's really just know how to put stuff together now.
But you still gotta. How do you understand? So would you let a coach be on your staff who never could play high school football?
I mean,
high school football.
It all depends. I mean, how you do high school football?
No, I'm not talking about high school football.
It all depends on how good he is with the kids, because at the beginning and at the end and in between it's about the kids.
What you mean good with the kids? As far as like just a good guy, good as the kids as far as running plays?
Because sometimes you can need a coach to kind of hold things together or try to get kids in line. Coaching comes from all different angles now. It's just not an offense defensive coordinator. You got coaches. If you look at the upper levels, you got coaches.
I don't want you coaching my child if you don't know what crabbing is.
I got you though.
If you ain't never ran suicides, if you ain't never had the crab, if you ain't never had the bear crawl, if you ain't never had the alligator, if you don't know what it is,
I your coach
run the same play 20 times.
I'm gonna give them the benefit. The benefits of doubts on this level, because I'm pretty sure there's some coaches out here that really didn't. Sometimes
high school?
Sometimes it just be like that.
Man, we had to differ on that one, coach. I'm not gonna lie to you. That one we got different on. I ain't gonna lie. High school, just high school, because high school is more disciplined than middle school and little league.
Yeah.
You can't run my son to death. You never know if you ran to death.
You don't know what it's like, huh?
You know what it's like.
You just gonna push him.
You just gonna push him. You don't know what being pushed like.
Yeah. You got a point there. You got a point there.
But that's just me. That's just me and my saying.
Yeah.
Coach, you want to tell him anything for you? Before we get up out of here.
Yeah. Like just touching bases on everything. With the Beyond Sports Training Academy, it's Beyond Sports people. So you're really serious about your kids, son or daughter getting in the program. Staying busy year round, baseball season over, and like I said, this is not to try to come out and take over anything or stop whatever's going on. We coming in with open arms. With a program that's, hey, look, we here to hear anything. We ready for any opportunity. Anybody that got any ideas, any help they want to suggest, just contact the page, and we'll go from there. So
be careful with that.
Yeah, I know, right? But it's just ain't here to really try to overbarge or anything. But we just want to create something where we want to keep a lot of our kids together, and I think it'll really jump with our programs. Like our mission statement is to try to get in the community, so we can get in the community more, and you're gonna be seeing a lot more of this. So only thing I can really say is we got travel ball coming up now, and training still going to be going on. We got coaches in position, so follow the page and we'll have flyers and stuff coming out. And sooner than later, folks. Sooner than later, don't wait. Just like Marvin said, which we really not trying to play with numbers too much, but don't wait till somebody move for you to move. If you know your child need it, bring your child out.
Go get it.
I heard parents say that their kids wanted to come and then they just bring them or whatever. Don't hit your child, because you really got some youth athletes, 10 to 15 years old kids that's already signed to play college ball.
Facts.
And their grades had to play a big part about it. So it's not about just the sports. But if a kid can get a scholarship to play college football already, so. And
sometimes they don't have the grades, but when they see they get a verbal offer, that makes them align everything else that needs to be aligned.
Yeah. A lot of kids, you have that. When a parent tell them they're gonna take something away from them, they can't play. A lot of kids are straightened up, and like I tell a lot of parents, I'm here. If you call coach. If I got to talk to him or any other coach on the staff, we here for that. So this is a family atmosphere, and we here.
Facts.
We here. Contact the page and You know what I mean? Like, we really can build something special here. So we here, folks. You know what I mean? So Marvin, I appreciate you, man.
Ain't no problem, bro.
You know,
Hey, I've been doing. Hey, I kind of not made him do it, but I kind of. Come on, because the reason why I want him to do it because I see what the work is, I see what the prices is. You're helping out people who have to pay a higher amount of money for a good service.
Yeah.
But I really see the difference even with the young kids.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, it's $10 for group sessions per child, $20 for individual sessions.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat it. You see Carl, I got his information above, and I have Beyond Sports Academy information above. So guys, you want to know anything, hit those links above, and you can find out more.
Yep. Appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, appreciate y'all guys signing out. 0405 Bruins, we smoked them Cougars, baby. Smoking on Cougars.
Hey, the store, baby.